Good morning, Royal Investor. Welcome to another episode. And today we'll be discussing about what to do if someone sold your land or property in Benin. Hmm. You bought a land in Benin 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Everything was perfect. Document was given, deal signed. You went home, celebrated. You were happy. And you were saving money so much to go into construction and build a dream home. Out of nowhere, boom, you got a call one early morning. Madam, Oga, someone is bulldozing your land. Oh. Are you the one? And you said no. You run down to the place, the land has been sold to someone else. What do you do? My name is Prince America, and this is what we'll be teaching today. Now, first and foremost, how did this happen? How did you lose your life saving? How did you lose your land? How did someone else sell your property without you knowing? Good. There are three main things people do. First, double allocation, multiple sales is very common in Benin. One land sold to multiple people. I believe everyone who has gone into real estate one way or the other have experienced this, if not all. This is not fiction. This is happening in Benin, Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, all over. It's happening. People sell people's land without you even knowing. Two, forge allocation documents, or rather, forge power of attorney. Someone has access to your signature, he writes a signature on a forged document and use it to sell the document. Three, family betrayal. You bought a family land. One person or two persons from the family did not sell or they did not sign. They forged the person's signature on that document and you bought it. So these are the most common aspects that happens when you buy land and that land is sold without your consent. Okay? The immediate thing or immediate action you need to take once you notice something like this, don't panic, don't fight, don't rush. Go to the land. If you are outside the country, get a trusted person to go and check for his or herself. The person should be present there visibly. Send someone there. Let the person put you on a video call, or if you're around, remain there and demand access to the person who sold the land and the person who bought the land. And boom, voila, they come out with a document. He sold to me, he sold to you. What do you do? Good. Now, the first thing you're going to do while you are there, while you are on that presence of that land, make sure that you've taken possession, not by engaging in physical fights. You stand there, make sure that they are not doing anything. You are the owner of that property, tell them you want to see the owner, or both of you go and meet the owner, or rather meet the seller and confront them. Second step that you need to take now, like now, if that has happened to you, gather every document you have on that property, ranging from the deed of transfer, the community approval, what was used in transacting the receipt and all that. Make sure that you have all that at hand. And you've been able to establish the fact that the documents you have are the correct one. Step number three that you must take, which is very, very, very necessary, is that conduct a search. Go to the ministry and conduct a search on that property. Okay? Conduct a search. Make sure that the person that who they sold to have not also registered a fake document. The search usually take a few days to come out, conduct a search on that particular land, and make sure that that is done. Now, step four, which is also the most important thing, get in contact with your attorney. Okay? Get a lawyer. Look for a lawyer, a property lawyer that knows the property law in that state where you're dealing with. If you're in Lagos, get a property lawyer in Lagos. If you're in Abuja, the same. If you're in Benin, get a property lawyer in Benin. Make sure that you've been able to explain everything that has happened with that document as a banking. Now, I believe that you've been able to understand a few steps to take. Now, what to do to also prevent if your land is sold. The best thing you are going to do is to actually put yourself in that shoes. Make sure that you see what the person who sold your land is trying to do, and also what you who has that land initially will do. While that is being done, we'll move on to the steps that you're going to do to actually prevent that. And with this being said, I believe that you are getting value from this video. So what you are going to do is like this video, leave a comment that has to do with anything that has to do with real estate. Is there any topic you want me to discuss? Drop it here. Share this video to your loved ones and those who have experienced something like this before, and to save life and also save money. So let's move. Now, the first thing you're going to do when you get a lawyer, ask that lawyer to file an injunction. Okay, get the lawyer to file an injunction on that property. That's put a halt to every activities going on that property. You can't build, he or she who bought can't build until the matter is resolved. Get an injunction, then file a civil lawsuit, okay, or declaration of title, file a declaration of title on that property. The lawyer knows what to do on that. I won't want to elaborate on it, but this is what you are going to do. This is what you will do in case you have the case goes to court, okay, so that they will understand which actually works. This is something that you yourself will also need to provide all the necessary documents as well. Then the next thing you have to do is to file a criminal complaint against the seller or against the person who bought the land. Okay. Note, the person who also bought may also want to also look for a way out. Then the most important thing is pursue reconciliation. Let the person who sold to you find a way to sort it out. Most time, what happens is reallocation. That's what most of them do. They do reallocation. Either they move it to another place or they move the person to another place. But at the case, reallocation is done. Now, the most important thing to do, or rather, what to do when all this has happened is, how do I prevent this from happening? First and foremost, if you watch my previous video, I told you how to conduct a land search. The first thing you do on a situation like this is, before you buy any property, conduct a search. Do a land search, do site charting, do document verification. It is very, very, very important. It saves you all this, it saves you time, money, stress, everything. Okay? If you're the type that want to go into real estate, make verification and document search very, very, it should be the next part of you. There's no fast or it doesn't take time. Like before any party we set to any of our clients, I always inform them, let's conduct a land search. It saves you from all the troubles. Then number two, always, always, always apply for CFO. Always apply for CFO. Always do your survey on that land. Very, very necessary. That's the next step. Have survey on that land. As you buy, within a few periods, get the survey done. It marks it out. You know where your land is. Your land can be traced. Not somebody will tell you, it looks like we use one banga tree to identify it. No. Do a survey so that you know your land starts from point A to point B. Get a physical possession. It can be a mini fence, a mini foundation, but let your presence be known on that property. Let your presence be known on that property. I always tell people that that comes to me for property consultation or purchase is that when you buy a property, lease it to somebody. Let the person be using that property to work. It can be farm or anything. An empty land is vulnerable to people to resell. But a land that is being used for farming is actually, somebody is going to ask who has this land before they walk in and start doing all form of transaction. But when you take someone to a place where there's no development, there's nothing, the place has not been cleared and all that, nobody asks questions because there's nobody to ask questions. But somebody who's farm in that land, you definitely know what they are dealing with. Okay. Now, 5 costly mistake that you should always avoid when you are going to process your land is: 1, don't get into physical confrontation. Waiting too long before you take action. Oh, they are clearing, no problem now, I'll go and check it. 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 1 month, 6 months, you don't go wrong. 3, accepting the informal settlement. We'll go run out for you, no problem. No, let them be a legal backing to what you are doing. Okay. losing or misplacing your documents. Where is the document you don't have? Where is the survey you don't have? Where is the approval you don't have? How do you now prove you are the ownership of you are the owner of that property? Or you don't know where you kept it. Someone kept it for you. And at the end of the time you don't know what to do. So these are the mistakes that you can avoid. These are the mistakes that will cost you your land. So I believe with all this, you've been able to understand what to do when your land is taken from you. So basically, what we've said all about this video is when you have a property and someone takes possession, someone sell it. First, you do go to that place, make sure that you are taking physical possession. Two, run a search on that land. Three, gather all your documents and all that. Four, get a property lawyer. Five, put an injunction on that land. Six, start fighting for reconciliation. And seven, file a criminal action against the culprit if they are not ready to renegotiate and all that. So until I come on your way next week, please like this video, subscribe, share it to your friends and family. If you have any question concerning real estate, I'll be here to answer you. My name remains Prince Ereka. God bless you. I'll see you on the next one.